Alright, so we're going to be doing a quick unboxing video for this thing. So I finally got an aesthetic part besides the brakes, because the brakes are, you know, for pure aesthetic. As of right now, I can't use them to the full potential, but we actually got something that's a little bit more subtle. And well, actually, I wouldn't say subtle. I would say a little more. You can definitely see it, you know. So we're doing the unboxing as of right now. And I'm gonna tell you show you exactly what it is as soon as I get this opened. Yes. All right, so we got the wires right here, and we have the tail lights. They're smoked. They basically follow the same footprint as the OEM ones. Only difference is the rears are sequential, and you can either get red or white lights, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. But the white side markers are different than the red ones, and you'll notice it. What I'm going for is the red, the blacked out with the red. I think it's gonna look nice, especially, you know, making this car a little more, you know. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to getting this thing fitted on here, and I'm gonna be showing you how to do that in just a second. See you guys in a second. All right, first things you want to do, and don't mind the mess back there, it's just everything for my spares, is remove this bolt right here, and we got to remove this trim piece too. So I'm gonna get on to that in just a second. But once we remove these two little panels, we can go ahead and move on to removing the brake light itself. All right, we're gonna move on to here for now. I'm just gonna go ahead and get these two bolts that are holding in the taillights right here. It doesn't look like this is attached to anything, but I'm trying to do this without messing with the paint, and I'm not getting anywhere. So let me figure that out in just a second. But definitely remove this after you removed these two panels, and they're being held in by these two clips in those holes. All right, so I already got one of them off, but just to show you what I had to do, just so that way you don't mess up your paint, get some masking tape, you know, put it on there and everything like that. I just realized, if you look right here, that top plastic piece bolted on there. Do we need it? Nope. All right, we'll be fine. Anyway, besides the point, I think it actually comes, it does not come with a new one. So we're gonna have to remove those and reinstall them. That's great. All right, anyway, besides the point. So then you just go ahead and remove it. You do have to get that little connector undone. So I'm gonna try to do this holding the camera. I'm trying, guys. I'm really trying. Oh man, this sucks. Take that, Toyota. You tried getting me, you bitches. But guess what? I figured out a way. I took a very, very small flathead and went ahead and unscrewed this bitch. Now I can take it out. Yeah, so if you ever want to get into that, you know, get into taking that piece off, get a very small flathead and you should be good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back. I think it was here. I don't remember which one. I just remember it was there. Dude, that's so annoying. So annoying. And this was a quarter. Right there. Alright. Don't mind the mess. I somehow find everything that I need in this, so yeah. Anyway, moving on. Alright, this is the dumbest thing ever, and I'm gonna be emailing these guys. So They came in with the 2 screws right here. They didn't come in with the 2 screws right here. So pretty much what's going to be happening is when I go to put this on, it's just going to be being held in with that tab right there. So this thing is just going to be flopping around doing nothing, essentially. So yeah, that's going to be nice. But yeah, so fantastic. In other news, I got even more bad news. I have to basically get under here so that way I can get this plugged in to the reverse light, and it's gonna go ahead and go get wired up to the tail lights. So man, they say this is plug and play, but I'm gonna be doing a lot. All right, I'm gonna try to do this as best I can. So basically, connect the reverse light cable to the original rear. So you gotta connect this one right here. So if we look at that, that one is the male, and this is the female. The female is gonna go to, hold on. The female is gonna go to, ooh, that's a good question. Where does the female go? Hold on. Hold on. Hold up, hold up. Oh boy. So I actually have to look up the instructions on how to install the reverse light, because this isn't exactly... Oh, okay, so there should be 2 lights. 2 different lights. I gotta plug in both of them to get here. So we'll figure that out. I think this one controls the reverse lights, and then this one is the brake light itself. So we'll see. We'll see in just a second. All right, so okay, I finally got this off, which basically you take this plastic piece, it's being held on by 3 clips, then you remove these 2 nuts, or the 2 bolts. They use 10 millimeters to hold them in, and let's not break it. Let's not break it. So yeah, just put them in right there. And this part was a bitch, but basically I went ahead and got that clip removed so that way I can remove the tail light. Yay. And so basically the female end is now going here. The male end goes here to the actual reverse light, and then that's the connector, so that way it's going to go to the tail lights. So with that being said, now from this point on you just route it. So the shorter end is obviously going to go right here. Then you're going to take the longer end and you're going to route it over here, so that way you can get those reverse lights working. Once we get the lines routed, go ahead and put this back together, because you want to ensure that there's no loose cables or anything like that. If there are any loose cables, just go ahead and use some electrical tape, bind it up so that way you don't have to worry about it just flopping around. But what I'm having a bit of an issue with right now is just fishing that other longer line to that side. So once I get there, which he's gonna help me out, say hi.
Hello.
We're gonna go ahead and show you guys how to connect it, where to connect it on the new taillights. Anyway, see you guys in a minute. All right, so now we have the wire routed. I had to go ahead and be having it held by electrical tape, so that's good. But I had to remove this nut or this bolt so that way I can pull the bumper off just a tad, so that way my brother can stick his tiny fingers in there, pull it out, and now we have a decent bit of space on either side. So next thing to do is go ahead, we're not going to undo the wrapping, but we're going to go ahead and just get the fitment on there, and we'll go ahead and go from there. Catch you guys in a sec. All right, so make sure your fingers are out of the camera.
It's
all right, so I'm looking at these connectors. Doesn't seem like you need them because these fit perfectly onto the stock. What I'm assuming these connectors are for, and which I'm going to actually unplug that one, is so that way you can get the sequential turn signal. Main plug, okay. Reverse light, side switch. I'm about to find out. We're gonna try this without the connector. We're just gonna plug this to the main, and then we're gonna plug this one right here to this one right here. It's got this little yellow gasket thing.
You sure knows how to red dot.
And then after that, we're just gonna go ahead and tuck all of this in. This. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the car.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put on the reverse lights, and then I'm gonna turn on the blinkers. See how that goes.
Let's see.
All right, let's see if these work.
Wow.
Okay, so that's that.
It's beautiful.
Let's see.
Whoa.
Okay, that's cool. And then try that one more time.
Whoa.
And we're gonna turn on the reverse lights. They should turn white.
Let's see if they turn white, guys.
Are they white?
Not that way.
I mean, yeah. I think it's got to be a little bit darker, you know, for us to see it. It's getting a little bit brighter. Yeah, it's subtle.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's getting.
Hold on, I'm gonna turn on that blinker and then this one.
This one. This blinker.
Huh. Okay, that's interesting. All right. Face me.
Ooh.
I think we've run into an issue. And I gotta unplug this one again. See you guys in a sec. All right, cut it. All right, so we're pretty much at the end of the video right now. So it is all plug and play. Right now, what I'm currently having an issue with is whenever I turn on the blinker, the right one works perfectly fine. It doesn't blink fast or anything like that. But the left one blinks a lot faster, almost as if there's a bad connection. So I'm gonna go ahead and contact TTABC tomorrow, see what they can do about that. And if they need me to return that tail light, then I'll go ahead and package it up and everything like that, and ship it back. And in the meantime, I'll go ahead and save these, just in case. So once I get that figured out, it seems like what's happening is whenever I lock the door, any other sort of function, it works properly. Like, I'll show you. That's a normal, that's what it's supposed to be normally. I'll show you that side. So that's what it's supposed to be. And then whenever I turn on the hazards, that works normally. But when I just use that blinker alone, when I use that side alone, that's when I have the issue. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that fixed. Yes, I have a car cover. It is it's not going to really do much. I mean, the car's already dirty as it is. But I want a car cover for this thing. And I'm pretty much going to be putting that on there from now on. So anyway, yeah, y'all have a good day, and God bless. And I'll be talking to y'all later. Have a great day. Bye.